Hey, Donna Price here with Compassers Consulting and the Womenpreneur Success Path. It has been a long time since I've had a chance to do this training, and we're pre-recording it just because that's how life is going right now. So I'm excited to bring this training to you and talk with you again. If you have questions, post them in the comments. I'm glad to answer them, or reach out to me at compassersconsulting.com. And we have contact forms and all that kind of great stuff there so that you can connect with me. So I am going to go to full screen so that y'all don't, so you can see it all. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's talk first about the Womenpreneur Success Path because we haven't gone over that in a while. And we have the 4 pillars of success. The first being leadership, being the CEO of your business, being really clear on your vision, purpose, and mission, creating a powerful strategic plan that points you towards that vision, and creating the values that guide all the decisions you're making. So decisions get made in the business based on the vision, the mission, and the values. And then part of this pillar of success is how you're making that big world impact. The second is to create your strategic marketing framework. And I say create your strategic marketing framework because I believe that it needs to be yours. And all of this solution will work for everyone. Answers out there are not exactly accurate. So you need to make sure that the solution that you're picking and the framework that you're creating will work for your business. So you do need to have a clear and focused niche or target market. We look at how you build that marketing funnel to bring new leads into your business and create that lead generation system. And then how do we nurture those relationships so that people want to buy your products or services? So in products and services, the third pillar of success, we innovate excellence in the product design, service design, and we look at how those are packaged, launched, relaunched, and how we're bringing people, new customers into the business all the time. And then the fourth pillar is to operationalize your business. Create that well-oiled machine that gives you time freedom, automating your systems, creating policy and procedure so that you're ready to scale when your business gets to that point and it's all set up, ready to go. And then it needs to be all built on that strong foundation, which I say is you, your success mindset, your personal care, and your personal growth and development. So you can pick up the full framework at compassersconsulting.com/field-guide if you don't have it already. I lay this whole framework out in the field guide, and it gives you all the pieces within that guide. So today we're talking about creative content repurposing. And we're going to move through some of these ideas kind of quickly and then spend a little bit more time on some of the ideas. So 25 ideas to repurpose and reuse. It's all in the report. If you go to compassersconsulting.com/repurpose-content, you can pick up the free guide and other handouts that are in that course. And yeah, so you're going to see all 25 ideas in that guide. And I think there's a checklist in there also. So we're taking your valuable business growth content and creating strategies for how to use that content over and over again. So the key benefits of repurposing, lots of good benefits. One, you're going to save time and effort. So creating content, we know, takes a lot of time, takes a lot of energy. And when you're taking a piece of content that you already have on your website, it's already been researched, already been developed. So you're saving that time and energy and you're using it in a different way. And we're going to talk about the different ways you can use it. It also helps you to broaden your reach. So when you have a blog post, that's reaching some people. And when we repurpose it in different ways, then it helps us to reach other people. So it also keeps your content relevant and timely. It allows you to refresh outdated content, and you can update and repurpose materials to reflect any new advances in technology or delete the pieces that are outdated or no longer valid. We've been doing this on my website. We had moved hosting about a year ago now. And in the move, one of the things that happened was that all the blog posts came over unpublished. And I kind of have this system on my site where I have some things that are in draft form, and I know that I'm working on them. And all of a sudden, everything was in draft form. So I didn't know what was being worked on, what should have been in the trash, and what had been live on the site. So this happened on my site where I started going through all of the posts, looking at them. We also did a rebranding last year. And so I took on a lot of the posts, probably not every single one, but a lot of the posts, we created new images to go on the post. I went through the post to make sure it was still a relevant post. And I have to say, I deleted a lot of posts that are no longer relevant because technology has changed. The way we're marketing has changed a little bit. And so got rid of some and then updated others. So we still there were 500 posts on my website. So there's still many that aren't republished and many that get thrown in the trash as I go through them. And we're also adding some new content, right? So it's a mix, but it's a good process to go through and look at what's on your site there. So another benefit of repurposing is boosting your SEO. So consistent messaging across different platforms reinforces your brand's identity, boosts the effectiveness of your SEO strategy. So earlier I said you're broadening your reach, right? So you're able to reach more people, but it means people are seeing you in different places, and that helps your SEO. The way I do it, I generally publish a blog post and then syndicate it out, and then we can do some repurposing on those different platforms to bring people back to the blog post. It can also maximize your ROI. So you're getting a good return on your investment because you're repurposing the content instead of creating new content. And content is the gift that keeps on giving. So like I said before, I've been going through my site, getting rid of some really outdated content, which is great because I don't really want people reading outdated content on my website, updating other content. So and we're able to then share that content out again. So might have been shared a year ago, 2 years ago, and now we're able to share it again. Keeps on giving. So we're going to look at different ideas to inspire you to get started on repurposing your content. We're going to look at social media posts, blog posts, videos, podcasts, and infographics. All right, so let's look at social media. We're looking at how to turn your social media posts that have generated likes, shares, and comments into pins on Pinterest. A lot of businesses don't take advantage of the SEO benefits associated with Pinterest. And it's basically a visual search engine, and people find your image by searching specific keywords, and then they follow a link back to your website. So you can redesign your popular posts on more commonly used platforms like Instagram, LinkedIn into Pinterest-friendly pins. Now, one of the things with Pinterest that we know is that the image itself is different shape, dimensions than on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. So it does need some reworking. You can also do some video teasers. So you can adapt key points from social media posts into 30-second video teasers. So sometimes it's easier to transform a shorter piece of content into a video as the key points have already been distilled and made concise. So with this training that I'm doing right now, I could take one of these points and do a video teaser, or one or two of these different ideas and do a video teaser, right? Polls and surveys. So you could capture attention by turning social post topics into interactive polls using tools like Pollmaker, or create them directly in the social media, right in the social media platform. So like on Facebook, you can create a poll and repurpose your content right there like that. Long form blog posts. So long form, 1,500 words or more, can help boost your SEO ranking. So if you've ever felt limited by a social media platform's word count, then you can take that social media post and expand it on a blog post, and then add the link back on the social media post, or in your link tree if you're using Linktree. You might be able to convert that into a podcast episode, and you might be able to have a guest come and talk about the topic that you had a social media post. All right, so 5 different ways to take social media posts and repurpose them: podcasts, blog posts, Pinterest. So some really good things there. All right, so blog posts. So let's talk about how to convert your most popular blog posts. SlideShare. Now, this is a site that a lot of people don't pay attention to, myself included sometimes. I have a SlideShare account. I'm always amazed when I log in there and look at like all the views and everything that I'm getting there. And so it's a way where you can take that long form blog post, or you can take a piece of content and convert it into a SlideShare presentation and provide your audience with shareable content in an easy to consume format. So with this slideshow that I have here, it might be that I take out a lot of the words and just make a really brief SlideShare, maybe 10 slides instead of this really long slideshow. You can take key points from a how-to blog post and create an explainer video for YouTube using tools like Visme or Biteable, or there's lots of other tools you might be able to use for that. You can create an infographic. So take the subheadings and create an infographic. And Canva has some great templates for infographics now. Pictochart is another graphic design tool that you might use for that. And some people do their infographics on PowerPoint. So lots of ways to do it inexpensively. You can convert a blog post into an audio file with text-to-speech software, or you can record it yourself and increase engagement. Makes it more accessible for some people and can increase your web traffic. You can create a quote graphic that then you can share on visual sites like Instagram or Pinterest or Facebook. You can use, I use Cast Magic. You can pull quotes out of your video content or your blog content and create a quote graphic there. So videos. What can we do with our videos? Well, you can create video transcripts, and that offers a written version of the video for people that prefer to read. So you can take that video, you can have it on your website, or you can have it on YouTube or other video hosting site, and then have it transcribed. There's lots of great software for that now. I use Cast Magic because it will do a transcription, usually pretty accurate. Always good to check it out, and it will create some other written content for you as well. You can create an animated GIF. So fun moments from your videos or reactions to your videos and turn them into GIFs. You can use, again, Canva. You can use Giphy or Movavi, and then share those on social media, and you're going to link back to the original piece of content. You can do tutorial blog posts. So where you're teaching, we've done some of these tutorial, like step-by-step how-to, and you can take that video and break it down into step-by-step written tutorial. Again, I would use CastMagic. You could also use ChatGPT. There's also some other transcription software that you could do. A live Q&A session. Take questions that were generated as a result of your video or your webinar or one of your posts. If people are posting questions in the comments, do a Q&A session or create a video that answers those questions. And again, a podcast. You can repurpose parts of your video into a podcast episode, take the audio file and clean it up, the sound quality, and put it up on a podcast hosting platform. And then we move to podcasts. So what can we do with our popular podcast episodes? How can we turn them into something else? Well, we can take them and turn them into a blog post featuring show notes. So you could do a transcription, have it transcribed. You can do show notes. You could do some key points and highlights. So you can have different pieces of information based on the podcast. You can do an audiogram. So an audiogram combines static images, audio tracks, and text into a shareable video clip. So you can take powerful quotes or moments from your podcast and convert it into engaging social media content. You can use tools like Headliner or Wave. You could also use Canva. And again, CastMagic can pull out those quotes or key points that then you can put into Canva. Or you can probably use their image thing as well. And then you can embed relevant episodes into your blog posts to offer more value and context. So that's what I do. If I publish a podcast, I also create like a show page on the website. Excuse me, I transcribe it. I have show notes. So we take that podcast content and we have that everywhere and in different formats. So with written interviews, if your podcast episode features a guest, you could turn it into a written interview format. To make life easier, you can transcribe the episode using tools that we've already talked about. So lots of good tools for transcription and creating the written content from audio or video content. Wow, we're already up to number 20. And we're right at 20 minutes too. Cool. So video snippets. You can record your podcast at the same time that you create your audio, right? You could use like StreamYard, like I'm doing now, or you could use Zoom or some other platform to record the podcast. You can pull that audio out for uploading to your podcast platform. Some platforms you can upload video now also. But from that video that you've now created, you can create little snippets or teasers to bring people to the full-length episode on YouTube. So another cool thing that you can do with that video. Infographics. So if you have infographics, what else can we turn them into? Well, I'll try to find a link. I have an infographic that we did convert into a video. So you can take that infographic and kind of chop it up into pieces and create a video tutorial. You can create social media carousel posts. So again, you're going to like break it up into like literally cut it and then create that carousel. You can use the infographic on your blog as the visual outline of what your blog post is about. So your blog post is going to go into more detail about each point on the infographic. And then the infographic is there for a quick kind of scan for someone to look it over and understand the basics of the blog post. You can feature the infographic in your newsletter using it to summarize key points, and then send them back to that blog post that has more details, right? And then you could also take each point and create an email series. So if you have 5 points in that blog post, you can have an email sequence of 5 different points that you outline in more depth. So repurpose your content for maximum impact. It's not just a time-saving impact. It's smart because it extends the lifespan of your content, but also because you reach a broader audience. There's people that hang out on YouTube that are not going to come and read your blog posts, or they're not going to see your social media post on LinkedIn because they're hanging out on YouTube. So it just gives you a way of expanding your reach and expanding your audience. So whether you choose to transform blog posts into infographics or podcast clips into an audiogram, you're breathing new life into your content and you're maximizing its value. And this is only the beginning of your repurposing journey. My step-by-step course is going to arm you with the knowledge, skills necessary to seamlessly incorporate content repurposing into your strategy, significantly enhancing your content marketing efforts. So now is the time to take your content to a new level. Repurpose and reuse to maximize your reach and build your audience. You can take a course or read a book, watch a video, and learn something new. But if you do not take massive, imperfect action for your business, it will not do your business any good. This is the time for action. So check out the full course, Content Repurposing Workshop, where we dive deeper into the strategies to repurpose your content and put your plan together for repurposing. So here's exactly what you'll be able to do when you go through the program. You'll be able to define your repurposing goals and perform a targeted content audit to identify prime opportunities to breathe new life into existing content. You'll be able to seamlessly transform core content from one format to another, maximizing its impact and adapting it to a different platform and audience. You'll be able to multiply the value of one piece of content into a variety of digital marketing assets, from social posts to email series, spreading its impact across various channels. And you'll be able to craft new content with adaptability in mind from the outset, ensuring streamlined repurposing while maintaining message consistency. And develop a content repurposing calendar and a 1-month action plan to optimize your workflow, reinforce accountability, and elevate the overall value of your content library. Implement your new skills and strategy, planning future action steps so you can achieve and exceed the goals you set for this course. So I'm going to help you avoid the mistakes that most people make and get to maximizing your content's value and visibility without the headaches and lost time of trying to do it on your own. I encourage you to go have a look at the Content Repurposing Workshop at compassrose-consulting.com/CRW to join the workshop. Inside, you're going to find we have templates, spreadsheets, a calendar, content repurposing calendar, a guidebook, a workbook, all to help you make it happen. So join the repurposing workshop and make your content really, really, really work for you. Thanks for being here today. Leave me any comments or questions that you have in the comments below. I would love to hear from you and talk with you, and I look forward to seeing you inside the Content Repurposing Workshop.